So, match reaction. Even though the game's not finished, it's how long are we in? There's about 10 minutes left of the game, but we're 2-0 down, 4-0 down on aggregate. Bottle jobs, absolute bottle jobs, cowards. I didn't stay to watch the rest of the match. I ain't watching that. I got home and it went 2-0. And I'm glad I walked out. Yeah? I'm glad I walked out. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. But let me hear toxic positive fans justify this. After sucking off Arteta after we slapped Man City 5-1. And I'm telling you guys right now, that 5-1 is going to mean nothing. It means nothing already, but it's going to mean nothing at the end of the season. Just like that Bournemouth win where Reece Nelson scored that goal, nothing. You know what I mean? It's just another hype job. Odegaard taking pictures of the photographer after we beat Liverpool last January meant nothing. That's all this is. Arteta knew way back that we needed a striker, but he signed Moreno, right? Not even under Wenger did we ignore such a position like this. Anytime, because everybody knows, right? Everybody knows under Wenger, the main thing was we need a sick defensive midfielder and we need a sick defense and we need a sick keeper because attacking wise we were good, but we it's just defensively, right? Even then, we signed keepers and defenders. Even then, even when we needed a sick defender, we still signed defenders. Who remembers when Gallas's contract ended? He ended up going Tottenham. We signed Squillace and Koscielny. We signed 2 centre-backs. When we got smoked 8-2 by Man United, we signed 2 midfielders, a striker, a left-back, and a centre-back. When Bakary Sagna left, we signed Debuchy. And then Bellerin came through. When Gael Clichy left, we had Kieran Gibbs. We signed Monreal. And we signed Andre Santos. Can you see the pattern now? When we saw Van Persie, we signed Podolski and Giroud. Can you see a pattern? Under this manager, under this fraud, yeah, since we signed Trossard, yeah, he ignored signing a forward since. Because Kai Havertz was signed to be a midfielder. That failed. That's why he's playing as number 9. But that fell through. That failed. So if Havertz in midfield had worked, he'd have carried on potentially ignoring signing a striker. Not even Wenger did that. Wenger didn't do anything like that. He'd signed somebody. Somebody would have got signed. It was only in 2016 when we did nothing that January, right? Because we signed Czech in the summer and we did nothing. There was that. But otherwise, there was always somebody. Remember, Lucas Perez? We signed him. Like, we always signed somebody at some point. But ignoring such a, like, we did nothing in the January of 2016. Yeah? But that didn't go on and on and on. That, we were going to ignore certain positions that we needed. Arteta's bottled it again. Again. Yes, exactly. Again, and again. While we freeze our nuts off, hair falling out, watching this crap, they're rewarded with a jolly up in Dubai. And that's probably what these men are thinking about. But don't worry, they'll come back from Dubai, slap some teams up, make it look like we're going to win the league, and finish second. at best. Who's this Mr. DT fella? Was he in prison? You're a bit behind, aren't you? Yeah, he served his time in prison. He's an Arsenal fan. But you beat Man City 5-1. Yep. We beat Man City 5-1 trophy, right? And as I said in my last stream, that was the worst thing this club did. Or this team, should I say, however you want to dance around it. That's the worst thing we did was beat Man City 5-1. Because all it did was justify, you don't need any strikers, you don't need to do anything. Now we're going to make DVDs of when we beat City 5-1 now. Everything's going to evolve around we humbled Man City. That's what this is all going to be now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Fans are going to realize beating City ain't a trophy. Well, these fans better hope that Tottenham don't get to that final and win it. These man better hope, because I don't care who wins it. I personally don't care who wins it. I've had enough of this shit. But if Tottenham were to win this trophy, all these toxic positives that justify keeping Arteta, they all deserve to see it. They all should be forced to watch the parade and everything. They all should be forced. Where's the creative spark? Today, the guy always goes when it counts. Well, has he been subbed off or something? Apparently, he's been subbed. I've been keeping up, but I watched a bit of while I was eating. I watched a bit of Lee Gunner's watch along, and he said he'd been subbed. He's still 2-0. It looks like, but I ain't interested in the game. I ain't interested in the game, and it's not every day I walk out of pubs or whatever. There's no way Jose Enrique would have gone up there and watched that. If I could have had a ticket and I didn't have work tomorrow, I would not have gone to that game. I would not have gone to it. I know that much. Arteta could have used the summer money to buy a striker, but he thought Scrubs in Moreno. Yeah. Why did this guy get rid of Nelson to bring Sterling in? With arguably, Nelson right now is better than Sterling. Anyways, we all knew Sterling was washed. Didn't need to sign Calafiori. But the signing of Calafiori doesn't piss me off that much. It's the signing of Moreno that pisses me off more than anything. Because we didn't need another midfielder compared to what we need up front. We needed a striker. That's what we needed. And I'm not sitting here to believe that Kroenke said, no, you're not signing a striker, you can sign another midfielder and another defender. That's why I'm pinning this mainly on Arteta, because this guy knew, these men knew, it was a thing. Arsenal need a striker. It was a thing. But no, Arteta felt otherwise, didn't he? The virus of this football club, the parasite. You know what I mean? We all wanted Wenger out because he couldn't take us to the next level, and he would just sit back and watch players go to other teams. It was just, Wenger was content. He was just okay with watching everybody else succeed while we're just there trying to get top four after him taking us to the highest level. But this, Arteta, a manager that, when you look at who was available during the time when managers were available for roles, we got Arteta and Everton got Ancelotti. You know what I mean? Ancelotti would have got time at Arsenal, I would have thought. Arsenal being a bigger club and everything like that as well. There would have been more inclined for him to stay. He was never going to stay at Everton. But we decided, let's go get Arteta. And then he wins us the FA Cup, and since then he's done nothing in the FA Cup since. Nothing. You know what I mean? It's almost becoming a point where was that one of the worst things to happen under Arteta? Because had he not have won that FA Cup, Would he have tried harder to win a trophy in the meantime? "4-0 on aggregate. Second leg of the semi-final. 4-0 on aggregate. It's on 90 minutes. It's still 2-0. 4-0 on aggregate. We should have took these men at the Emirates. But no, the bunch of cowards that we have, right? The gems in this team is Lewis Skelly and Wanyeri. Everybody else, sorry, you man are up to it. Stan doesn't even know what soccer is. Ellie doesn't even know what day it is yet. Top Gun has said, Kroenke said no to a striker. You see, it's bollocks. It's bollocks. Kroenke gave Arteta money. We saw what Arteta wanted to do with that money. Now, they probably thought for January, I'm not giving you any more. It's either they chose not to or they couldn't for whatever reason. You know what I mean? What was Edu leaving that big of a deal to the point where they can't get any deals done now? I watched the first half of this game tonight, and it just consists of what we've been used to this season. Trying so hard to score FC, can't get a decent shot on target. Odegaard should have scored before they went 1-0 up. I mean, this is why I'm critical about players when it comes to the weak foot. Because if you're an attacking player, in fact, if you're just a footballer altogether, you need to learn how to use the other foot, because you might end up being in a position where you need it. We could have done with Rice being there at least in that position where Odegaard was, because obviously Odegaard had to use his right foot, and he clipped the post, went wide. Kai Havertz again showing why we need a striker. We've got another injury in Martinelli now. I had hope when Wanyeri came on, but I knew then, even still, it's too far gone. Too far gone. It's still 2-0. It's on 90 plus. Well, 4 minutes have been added on, so it's on 90 plus 3 minutes soon. Like, what's the point now? Newcastle through to the second EFL Cup final in what, 3 years? That was our chance to go Wembley. 1993, the last time we won this trophy. So 32 years now. No EFL Cup for 32 years. This was a trophy we never took seriously anyway. Since George Graham won it in 93, no, we haven't took it seriously. Wenger never took it seriously. You know what I mean? And when he tried, he couldn't win it. And now look at us now. I don't even know what more to say now. Like, you know, we are still in the Champions League. What does that mean? What does that mean? We're still in the Champions League. What does that mean, that we can win it? And the Premier League title race isn't over until it's mathematically over. No. It's over. It's done. It's done in terms of we're not going to win it. You know what I mean? Liverpool aren't the champions yet, but we know, especially based on what we've seen tonight, we know we're not gonna. With all the games that we've got to play, we know we're not gonna win it. 100% we can win it. Saka will be back next month soon. What does that mean? What does that mean? Saka's gonna be back. What does that mean? I mean, like, I get it if the last 2 seasons, one of those seasons we won the league or got over the line in any other competition. all that means nothing. Saka coming back, whoops, too. It means nothing. I mean, Saka could have played tonight. It would have been the same thing at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We're still in the Champions League. Like, we're in a competition. We're not going to do anything in. Saka back next month. Laugh out loud. Just fed up with this club. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Fold the season. You know what I mean? Us being second just gives toxic positives false hope. That's all it does. That's all it is. Being second is keeping some Arsenal fans afloat. But we know what the deal is. It's finished 2-0. We know what the deal is. Gosh. Fuck's sake, man. This manager style plays killing our attackers control. Football does not beat low block. Both Arteta out and in our blind to this. His style, we know his style of play ain't working. What we also know as well is when we go to a hostile environment like Newcastle, we can't handle it. Newcastle have beaten us 3 times this season now. My prediction, Gordon will score, came true. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that, actually. I didn't see the goal. Though, because I already walked out. I got home and I saw it 2-0. I ain't even going to try and stream the game or nothing. You know what I mean? I'll catch it on a replay, but apparently Ryan made a mistake for the second goal. Apparently he made a mistake. But we were 2-0 down. 2-0 down. We had to go there at this point and score 3 goals. Couldn't even score 1. We actually conceded 3. One of them was chalked off for offside. This team is an absolute sham, and they'll go to Dubai, have a nice jolly time, come back, probably look like Real Madrid for a bit until Arteta sabotages it all in May, just like he did last May. You know, let's not forget this. Let's not forget this, right? And we'll just finish behind whoever wins the league. Rinse and repeat. What striker are we linked to the way we're linked to this Zubimendi? Because best believe, if a midfielder, Jorginho's leaving at the end of the season, so we know we're going to sign another midfielder. Who's the striker we're going to sign? Because I guarantee you, the only way we sign a striker is if we sell Jesus, or if Trossard leaves, or something like that. It'll be 1 out, 1 in, and we're no better off in terms of the quantity. That's how this works. Saka is fed. We better not see him back until next season. If his manager cared about his players, especially his star player, even sacking the team, we wouldn't jack shit. I just don't want to see him rush Saka back, but I think he will. Arteta's left with the UCL or Prem. Nope. Nope. He's not. He ain't winning any of those. He's not winning any of those. You know what I mean? It's all a false. It's just all it's a false position, basically. You know what I mean? That just gives people hope. You know the toxic positives on AFTV. You know what they're going to say now, don't you? But we still got the Prem and the Champions League, second in table. That's what they're going to say. Watch. Just watch. They'll turn around and say, we're second in treble anyway. the title race is still on. It's not over. That's the narrative. Hook, line, and sinker. They fall for it every single time. And they'll keep doing it. Really hope Nelly ain't seriously injured. Arsenal need him. I hope he's not serious, but you know, forget the league. We've got a hellish run against the likes of Liverpool, Forest, Fulham, and Newcastle. The league is over. The league's over. You know, us just being second just gives a false hope. Those that were mocking Haaland stay humble after the weekend. Well, every Arteta fanboy will still want to tell me this is the guy and this process hasn't failed. Stay effing humble. Yeah, I mean, beating Man City and all this shit, it was fun while it lasted. But those who knew, those like me and others, knew that, I mean, it's not the end all and be all. Like, tonight, I thought we'd win this game tonight, but I knew we wouldn't go through. I thought we'd win 2-1 and go out. Couldn't even put up that much of a fight. An absolute shit show. Cancel that Dubai vacation. Exactly. They don't deserve it. In fact, send them to Iceland or some shit. Send them somewhere really cold where they have to pay for all this. Arteta chose to have a smaller squad than recommended. Who knew we'd get injuries throughout the season? Telling you, he's following the Pep model. Because Pep does this. Pep, keeps a small squad and all this shit. This has to be the beginning of the end of Arteta. That's the silver lining of this. The silver lining of this is it pushes him further out. He came and fucked Arsenal over, but finishing second was just when you've all seen them films where when the person's looking at a house, they see it as it's brand new, it's got the new furniture in, but the reality is it's an old scruffy house and that they're in because they maybe, I don't know, they're possessed or something like that or whatever it is. That's Arsenal under Arteta. That him finishing second, again, worst thing he did for this club because he did it and won nothing and it kept him afloat. Rant streaming his shares on Shameless. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. I mean, like, I can't blame him. Hello, G. Big up to you, Kurt. How is you, bro? I bet you're fuming. I left early. Walked out the pub at half time. I said in the group chat, if we don't score before half time, I'm leaving. I should never watch this game in the first place. I shouldn't have bothered. Because I knew we weren't going to go through anyway. But me thinking that we'd win 2-1, if we'd have gone 2-1 up, it would have been a case of, okay, well, we need 2 more goals. We couldn't even put up a fight. 4-0 on aggregate. 4-0. Couldn't even put up a fight. We'll get nothing for Jesus' injury record is horrendous. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm back fuming. How many perfect transfer windows will it take for every fan to wake up? We skeptics have been saying that we've been saying for a damn reason, not for clicks, but stating facts. I'm gonna go back to the fan cam of when we beat City 5-1. Because I know there was a fan on there. I've reacted to him before, actually. Who was trying to use that to be like, oh, see what you're saying about Arteta now, kind of thing. I'm gonna go back to that. I have a good mind to play it on here, but in fact, fuck this. Let me find it. Let me find it. it's on if we score first. Like that, believe. Who's saying he's a con man now? That's it. That guy. So let me just before I get into the rest of your comments, I'm not going to show you the video. I'm just going to put it so that you can. I can't scroll down. I can't scroll down. I don't want the sound to play. I mean, I don't want it to be shown with sound.
He got it all right today.
King Arteta, I always get it right, bro. Well, I've got it right.
Arteta got it right today.
Arteta got it right because we back Arteta.
Fair.
We back to Arteta. We always say King Arteta because we believe in Arteta. This has been coming, Marty. Isn't it been coming?
Yeah, mate. Listen,
Bro,
it came.
This came. We've been on. Everyone's talking. Everyone's talking about how bad City are. One thing that people aren't thinking: why are City this bad? We've drained them over the last 2 years. We've pushed them mentally to the point that they
did win titles though in that
they
time.
won titles.
You've got to be careful there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, listen to him downplay the titles City won now.
But it's like when like the Rocky movies where Rocky's hitting Apollo. Rocky won the second Rocky movie. You know what I mean? We've drained them. They become like an old boxer on their final. As soon as you attack them, they crumble.
Yeah.
They crumble. They can't
It's a pity that Newcastle didn't tonight, then, isn't it?
deal with it anymore. And Arsenal has done that. Arteta's done that. People were saying Arteta, Pep's cold man. Who's saying that now, bro?
Well, we've just bottled the semi-final. Lost 2-0 both legs. So yeah, he's very much a fucking corn man. I'm at the point where, as much as I want Arteta to go on for a good reason, I fear for an elite manager's chances with the owners we have. The thing is, we know how fucked up these owners are, but even a good manager could win something under these owners. That's the thing. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Kroenkes didn't stop Arteta getting a striker. Arteta stopped Arsenal having a striker because of what he wanted to choose to go with. I don't think the Kroenkes looked at Moreno and was like, yeah, go get him. Even though, you signed Havertz to be a number 8. That didn't work. So you had to play him as a striker and we signed Rice. You know what I mean? It's not like Partey and Jorginho left. You know what I mean? There was no excuse. There was no reason at all for this fucker to go get Moreno. There was no reason at all. Why I hate your manager always copying Pep. He tries to copy him. And he remember that guy in the FTV reaction you did about striker and the Muppet said it's a process. Yep. But you know what they'll say now, right? You know what they'll say is right now they'll say we're still in Champions League, man. We're second in table, kid. That's what they'll use. That's what they'll use to justify going out of this competition tonight. And then if Spurs get to the final, then this fan base is just going to rip into the competition. Just going to say, oh, it's a meaningless cup anyway. We didn't want it. I mean, I missed earlier. Yep. I'm surprised he scored the one against City. But I'm telling you, as I said, that 5-1, worst thing that happened. The worst thing that happened. Yep. He is our worst captain. Might as well beat the traffics. Well, I didn't have to deal with any traffic from where I came from, but it's just that, plus I didn't go to the game or anything. But I never would have gone to the game anyway, but I'm not watching that. I ain't watching that. He flicks his hair and does arm waves, sings North London Forever under his breath. I'm actually not a fan of that North London Forever song. It just gives me this period of Arsenal that we're going through is like the worst Arsenal, one of the worst Arsenal of my lifetime. So to hear a song that was created and done for us in that period, I don't like that song. If we'd have won Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues and that song was created during that time, I'd have loved the song. But I don't like it. I don't like that North London Forever. All it tells me, it just gives me the every time I hear it, I always think of Arsenal failing. That's what I think of. I don't think of happy Arsenal. I think of the failing Arsenal. Just PR hype jobs. I was saying after that 5-1, not get gas, stay humble, now what's happening, embarrassing. The worst thing we did, we would literally would have been better off getting smoked 5-1. We literally would have been better off. Because we'll probably, like I said in my last video, we'll probably would have panic bought. At least. Most last fans will say got bigger fish to fry now because got the league and the UCL. Oh my dear. Any Arsenal fan that thinks that we've got a smidge of a chance in the Champions League, honestly, need the head testing. Honestly, need the head. It's just a matter of who's going to knock us out and when. You know what I mean? I'm getting to a point where it's like, is there any point in doing match previews and match reactions to the Champions League? Because I know we're not going to do anything. FA Cup gone, EFL Cup gone. You know what I mean? You think does anybody think Arteta is going to win any of the two that's left? David Raya's new Pepe Reina. He'll keep clean sheets in the league with a few worldies and have people drool over him with gooey eyes. In big matches like this, he falls like a deck chair. Apparently, he made the mistake for the second goal. I haven't seen it, but I'll look at the highlights after this stream. Man, exactly what I've been saying. He isn't a title-winning goalkeeper. He's too short for a start. When it comes to them shots that are going in right into that corner, he's too short to get them. I miss Emi Martinez. The bigger occasion, the better he performs. Yeah. But who got rid of him? Who got rid of him? Pepe? Aubameyang? Who got rid of him? This virus. The virus got rid of him. I'm not even gonna call Arteta anymore. I'm just gonna call him a virus. That's what he is. He's infected this football club, right? And with all the shit that's been going on around it, right? You know, the beating City 5-1 and all this shit. You know what I mean? This is a pandemic we're in right now. This is a pandemic. My AFT family was wearing stay humble. Oh, yeah. Julian. Yeah. Julian. We made Newcastle like prime Chelsea in the Mourinho. Yeah. Hopefully for Newcastle now, in the final, they'll put in the same performance and they'll win it. Arteta is Pep's bitch. It says King Arteta, but when we lose, is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I wonder if we'll be on a fan cam tonight. But he might not go to away game, so but owners should be slated for putting their faith in the Cone man and giving him so much squiller. Yeah. The owners chose this guy in the first place. So when are fans gonna boycott this football club? When are they gonna do walkouts? When are the protests gonna happen? When's that gonna happen? When's that gonna happen? Right, doing his best or take a mistake tonight. I haven't seen the mistake, but I'm gonna have a look at it. Do Newcastle fans on fan cam say King Howe? Well, I don't know. It shows the midfield false 9 hybrid for 61 million pesos striker. Could have bought a proper striker for that much. So I don't blame the owners for that. Yeah, that's what I mean. But signing Moreno in the summer was such a pointless signing. And it's shown. Apparently he came on tonight, did nothing, Why do you, if you want to watch something funny, you should watch Chelsea. Oh, yeah. Going to Emirates, taking the piss. Talking to fans about a fake player linked to Arsenal. It was hilarious. How recently did he do that? Newcastle fans taking the piss out of Arteta. It's the ball different. Yeah, Arteta has had 5 years to get it right with transfers, but it's January window for me is solely on owners. I was reading between the lines in press conference he wanted signings. Well, Arteta should have known back in the summer then, shouldn't he? Arteta should have known. Oh, yeah. Striker. You know what I mean? Because not even Wenger ignored positions like that for this long. You know what I mean? Not even Wenger. As I said earlier, don't know if I don't know how many of us were here at that point when I was saying it. When William Gallas's contract expired, he signed Squillace and Koscielny. When Bakary Sagna left, he signed Debuchy and Bellerin came through. When Gail Clichy left, there was Kieran Gibbs and he signed Andre Santos and then Monreal. You know what I mean? So you can see the pattern now, can't you? You know what I mean? When Van Persie was sold, we signed Podolski and Giroud. You know what I mean? Sami Nasri sold, Cazorla in. You know what I mean? Sanchez in. You know what I mean? We all Ospina in. Anytime every man and his dog knew in the Wenger times of, after Henry and all them, man, after Wenger were winning titles, everybody knew we needed to replace Patrick Vieira and we needed the sick defense, right? Even in that period, he still signed defenders, goalkeeper, midfielders. He still signed them. We're in a period where everybody is saying Arsenal need a striker and we're not fucking signing any. That's never happened before. You know what I mean? We got smoked 8-2 by Man United in 2011. We then signed Andre Santos, left back, Per Mertesacker, centre back, Mikel Arteta, midfielder, Yoshi Benayoun on loan, midfielder, Park, striker. Look at now. We need a striker. He doesn't sign one. And he kept that going since 2023. He signed Havertz to be a number 8 that failed. So he's had to play him as a striker. And since then, he's sticking with that. I can blame the Kroenkes for a lot of things here. But when it comes to that part there, I'm sorry, but Arteta knew. Everybody told him. Everybody told him. Last season, the way we missed out on the league, okay, you get a striker and we get over the line. Look at Fergie. Lost the title and goal difference in 2012. What did he do? He got and took Van Persie from us. And what did he do? He won the league. I'm telling you, we are so lucky Spurs are fit. Because I'm telling you right now, right? I'm telling you right now, if they got their shit together, right, we'd be looking at them and we'll be seeing them do what we've been crying out to do. Because we've had to see it with Chelsea, didn't we? Yeah. Spurs winning this cup might be a wake-up call these bottlers need. I'll take it. 3 times playing Newcastle and 0 goals against them. Yep. And we've got them at the Emirates. It's in May, I think it is. It's in May. And also 5 shots on target against Newcastle in 3 games. But we don't need a striker. We beat City 5-1. Arteta is to blame for this atrocious squad building. Where's the hat, broski? I didn't even think about putting it on. I didn't even think about putting it on. Yep, fucked up in the summer. This board is a disgrace, YG. Fucking is. IG the win against City meant nothing. I know. It's the worst thing that happened. The worst thing we did was beat Man City 5-1. It's the worst thing we did. All it's going to be now is DVDs, essentially, of when we beat City 5-1. Extended fan cams, fan views, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? That's all we're going to live off. It's the new Reece Nelson's late goal against Bournemouth 2.0. That's what that is. You know what I mean? Or the guy taking pictures of the fucking cameraman. You know what I mean? So next season, you know there's going to be something else now, don't you? So we had Reece Nelson goal against Bournemouth, right? That was what we were sucking off, even after we'd lost the league. Then it was the Odegaard taking a picture of the cameraman, right? That meant nothing. Did it against the club that had won a trophy as well. This season, we beat City 5-1. So next season, we'll do something. We'll probably beat United 5-0 or something next season. And that'll be the next thing. Do that, win nothing, PR stunts, and then we'll just go back to, oh, remember we did that. That's what we'll do. Arteta's a championship manager, level manager who's being given money. He is. Absolutely ridiculous. How can I think Arsenal women's team show more ambition? Ironically, they actually won the Champions League. In my opinion, the Arsenal women's should get paid more than the men's based on that alone. But obviously, you know, people watch the men's Arsenal more, so you know. But yeah, Julian out here wearing Stay Humble shirts. When you see it, it's funny in the moment, but you know, when you deep it, it's like it's jarring. Because I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have worn no Stay Humble shirt. I don't give a shit about none of that. End of the day, I want to win. You know what I mean? But I know that win meant fuck all. And it's gonna be shown at the end of the season. Fan base always does too much and take their eye off the ball. Yep. Sack him tonight. I wish they would. But we're second in the league and we're still in Champions League. So, you know, that's going to be the narrative. It's all laugh at City, even though they won 4 titles in a row. Yeah. Sack this manager tonight. For bottling trophies, they get rewarded with a jolly up in Dubai. Yeah. Imagine my club winning a trophy this season. Arsenal don't. Man United could still win a trophy. You guys can still win a trophy. Liverpool, Spurs, they could win a trophy. Now, Newcastle in the final. So, imagine if Spurs win the EFL Cup, Liverpool win the league title, Man United or Man City win the FA Cup, and Chelsea win the Europa Conference, and Man United or Spurs win the Europa League. Imagine if all that happens. I'm telling you, the fans down there need to do something. Protest, boycott, they need to do something. He doesn't fail enough where he can be sacked but never actually gets over the line. Yeah, it's because he's finishing second now. He's finishing second. You know what I mean? We heard Robbie at the start of the season on DR Sports. I did a reaction to it. You all heard.
I've seen him do it.
He said if we finish second again, he said behind Man City, but obviously, you know, it's looking like it's going to be Liverpool. It will give him another season. You all saw Bob say it. You know, if he finishes behind Slot, it's still give him
I've
another.
seen him do it.
Maybe it might take Spurs winning the EFL Cup after all this. Maybe it might take that. I gave Arteta props for making the start of Champions side because we were not before him. Let's be real, but he needs to go for his legacy. He's done well to get us here, but he should know that he can't take us any further, and he's shown it. Because when it comes to adding to what we nearly did, he did it very poorly. He signed Kai Havertz. We nearly won the league, and then he signed Kai Havertz. You know what I mean? We nearly won it again. He signed Moreno, Sterling, Calafiori. Who nearly wins the league and doesn't sign strikers after failing to win the league? Who does that? Not even Brendan fucking Rodgers did that. And he was at Liverpool, who nearly won the league with Suarez and all them, man. He still signed a striker after that. He still got a striker after that. Not even Brendan Rodgers thought to himself, well, I nearly won the league, but I'm not going to sign a striker. I'm going to sign everything but a striker. Not even needed that. This summer we signed Raya because it was on loan last season, so we made it permanent. So we signed Raya, the goalkeeper. You can we signed Calafiori, centre back, left back, and we signed a midfielder. And then we got Sterling, who was washed, a forward on loan. Who's washed? Everybody knew we needed a striker. Why want it the other way around? Why want it we signed a striker and got Moreno on loan? Why wasn't that? Why wasn't it that way around? How often do fans like me and others have to come on here and just give everybody the truth on what's happened and how it's marinated? I mean, because we're nothing special. We're just fans telling y'all what is going on. My club has been so shit this season, but hopefully we'll win the FA Cup. I'm glad to see you trying to fix the problems. At least you lot are trying. That's why you lot win. This is what I mean. This is why we've got to be thankful that Spurs are that club that quickly rectifies what went wrong. You know what I mean? They're just shit along with us. We have to be thankful of that. Because in all fairness, this fan base as a whole is too complacent on the fact that Spurs are so shit. You know what I mean? Because how much can we put up with being like this if Spurs were actually out here challenging and winning? If Spurs were what Liverpool are now, kind of thing, right? Had won the trophies that Liverpool won recently and everything like that, right? How much would we tolerate this? We're too complacent. You know what will happen? We'll come back from Dubai, beat Leicester and West Ham, and we'll be back again. Yeah, that's what I said. We'll go to Dubai, 2-2 bit of warm weather, come back, 2-2 bit of 5 goals in so many games, in each game, sort of thing, smoke some teams, make it look like we're going to win the league. April comes round, Arteta sabotages it, just like he did here, yeah, right? Just like he did there, he'll sabotage it, and then we'll finish second or third. He won't want to be reminded as a Spanish poch. Havertz is the worst signing in this club's history. Willian made sense at the time, but this bum. I mean, I didn't want Willian at all. I thought to myself, what are you doing? Trying to man signing Willian. I didn't want him at all. But yeah, that it made more sense than Havertz. But yeah, it's Lewis Skelly's our best left back. Yeah. It's not Arteta's fault. It's Arsenal club history. Poch is better than Teta. He actually won a league title. Well, anyways, I'm going to leave it here. You know, Tony Arsenal should have got. Yep. I think Arsenal didn't like his attitude or something like that. I don't know if that was true. But I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to bed. Fuck these players, man. This club. You know, as I said, I'm not wearing any Arsenal merch until further notice. In fact, I'm not wearing any Arsenal merch until either A, Arteta fucks off or gets sacked, and B, we win a trophy. If none of those things happen soon, you will not see me wearing Arsenal merch. I'm literally going to put them in the suitcase, zip it up, and put it under the bed. You know what I mean? I'm literally gonna hide the Arsenal merch away, just so that I don't slip up and put it on. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. This is disgusting. Well, big up to all you that came in. But yeah, it's a pity that you don't get the happy side of me, because obviously I'd have been chiming if we'd have got to Wembley. But yeah, that's no Wembley this season for Arsenal. No Wembley at all. Not at all. I mean, our chances of going to Wembley this season is impossible. You know what I mean? We don't get no Wembley trip. That our only shot at Wembley is finishing second and Liverpool winning a double. That's our only shot at Wembley in this calendar year. Otherwise, it's no Wembley. This is our second home at one point. Then this virus came. Mikel R virus. I'll call him that. Yeah. We're going to hear about Zumbreni. Yep, we're not going to hear about Striker though. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I'll catch you guys. in the next stream. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.